It is Friday afternoon, and it was an interesting day. I'm a cartoonist and writer, as I said, and I'm going to live draw something that's happened in the news or we're talking about, and turn my camera around so you can watch me draw something. I hope everybody's well. So today, they was a very historic day because Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Justice Ginsburg, who died earlier this week or last week, I guess it was laid to rest in state in Congress, and that's the first for a woman in our country and a first for a Jewish person. So that was historic. Rosa Parks was laid in the Capitol, but she was not in state. She was a private citizen, so it's a different terminology. But Ginsburg was the first woman and Jewish person to be in state in the Capitol building. Hi, Pablo. Hi, Antonella. Thank you. You like my library? Yeah, those are my books that I've collected over the years from college on. Today I wanted to draw about that, not so much about Justice Ginsburg, but about her seat and how Trump is now pushing to fill her seat before he possibly leaves office if he's not voted back as president in November. We don't know yet. We don't have any idea whether he'll win or not. But he wants to get pushed through that nomination for that seat because it's crucial for the conservative agenda to have a court that is more conservative. And when Justice Ginsburg was alive, it tended to go. It was mixed, but it often voted liberal as well as conservative. So it was a mixed court. But now, if he is given the opportunity to appoint somebody else for the Supreme Court, then he will certainly have a court that is conservative and to his liking and to the conservatives' liking. So let me turn this around. I'm not a constitutional scholar by any stretch of the imagination. I'm sorry. I've just read stuff and maybe I can fill you in on things, but maybe you can tell me things too. Correct me if I'm wrong on things, or tell me if I've got something incorrect, or if you have some new information. So anyway, Trump was waiting out of respect for Ginsburg, although he was not there today. Sorry, this is shaking. Trump went to be by her coffin yesterday. I forget where it was, by the Lincoln Memorial or something. I don't remember where it was, but I did sort of see the video because when Trump showed up with Melania, he was booed quite loudly yesterday, but he was not there today. Today was a service that was by invitation only, so we had I saw Elizabeth Warren at the Capitol, where Justice Ginsburg was being held in state, and I saw the Bidens, and I saw Pelosi and the family of Justice Ginsburg as well. Beautiful opera singer. So, and she sang a beautiful song, 2 songs. Anyway, Ginsburg loved opera apparently. So I'm just experimenting here on somebody that I just heard something about. Trump is supposedly going to announce his pick tomorrow for the Supreme Court, and there's been several names floated. It was pretty clear early on that he wanted to pick a woman for the Supreme Court, which probably is a political decision on his part. But today, CNN, just moments ago, CNN leaked that they've heard from sources that it's going to be Amy Coney Barrett. And this is Ms. Barrett. She is. I wrote some things down. Let's see. I was just reading about her. I read about her before. She was appointed to the circuit court. Circuit court. She was a circuit judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals in the Seventh Circuit, and she was appointed by Trump. This is not quite right. And ever since she was appointed, he wanted to consider her for Supreme Court. And she was in the running in the last round with Justice Kavanaugh, who was eventually chosen. But I thought I would do a quick drawing of Ms. Barrett. I don't know her face at all. She's got a pretty traditional square-jawed face. I'm looking at a picture on the internet. She's from Louisiana. And she now lives in Indiana. She's a professor at Notre Dame as well, I guess. Never drawn her before. Heard about her, I guess, during the Kavanaugh selection process. I don't know if these justices' robes go to the floor. Anybody know? Anyway, let's put some ink on here just for fun. So she is a conservative justice. She's a favorite of the conservatives, I read. And, oops, there's something wrong with this pen. Let's see. No, it's okay. No distinguishing features, really. I think her hair is her most distinguishing feature. She's got dark blonde hair, sort of my color. Anyway, she's a favorite of the conservatives. She calls herself a originalist, much like her former boss and mentor, Antonin Scalia. And what does that mean? From what little I know, they are people in that camp believe that when you're ruling on a case, you're deciding a case, you have to think of what the founders of the Constitution would what they meant back when they wrote the Constitution. So originalists, they believe that you have to really, that's what you have to think about, is what the framers wanted. And that as opposed to people who think that the law should be interpreted and should be shaped with new realities, that the things that the framers could never have anticipated. So, hi Peter from Seattle. Hi Brett from LA. Oh, you can hear, Brett says, I like the cricket chirps. Makes watching you draw even more relaxing. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I can hear them too now. Wow, the sound is really good on this. So Amy Coney Barrett is a favorite of the religious conservatives. I read that this doesn't bleed. That she, when talking about cases that are supersedent cases, meaning the cases that are ones that need to be left alone, that they're settled. They oops, I didn't color it. feet. That they are cases that we shouldn't, or the Supreme Court shouldn't even consider anymore. And those cases are, for example, Brown versus Board of Education, which decided on segregation in schools back in the 60s. Somebody help me. 60s? 50s? She did not say anything about Roe v. Wade, which is the case that gave women the right to choose an abortion if they choose, if they want. She did not say, which many people believe that is a supersedent case, that's a case that is decided. And I think I read that she did not consider Roe v. Wade a supersedent case, is because these cases have to be generally, like Brown versus Board of Education, generally liked by the public and politicians. And I believe that's what I read. I could be wrong. That's what she said about the deciding whether superseding cases should to be cases like that, not touched sort of precedent. And she doesn't consider Roe v. Wade one like that. So I think that's interesting. I think humbly disagree with her. I think most people think a woman should have the right to choose an abortion if she wants to. It doesn't mean people like abortion, but you don't have to like abortion to think it's okay for a woman to choose it if that's what has to happen for her. Anyway, this is a drawing. Liza Donnelly here. Looks like she has a mustache. That's unintentional, guys. That's just a pencil mark. I'll get rid of it later. This is a drawing of Amy Coney Barrett, who possibly will be Trump's pick for the Supreme Court nomination tomorrow. He's supposed to make the pick tomorrow, or announce the pick tomorrow afternoon. But the CNN leaked that they think it's going to be. Sources tell them that it's going to be this person. So that's what I have for you today. We'll see. Trump could change his mind. Could be somebody else tomorrow. Amy Coney Barrett is but possibly, according to CNN, Trump's pick to fill Justice Ginsburg's seat. Justice Ginsburg is laying in state in the Capitol building right as we speak. 1956 was Brown versus Board of Education. Thank you, Susan. So we'll see. This is Liza Donnelly. I just did a drawing for you guys. Here's my palette, and my brushes, and my coffee, and Amy Coney Barrett. I went to college in Indiana, believe it or not. Small liberal arts college, not far from Notre Dame, where she teaches. Very interesting state. That's where Mike Pence is from. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys are well. And we'll see. Tomorrow, Trump might pick somebody completely different, but CNN thinks it's going to be Amy Coney Barrett. And there's other women being considered, but she's the only one that he's met with in person, so sources say, this go round. And she was in the running for a seat back a few years ago when Trump had the opportunity to appoint somebody to the Supreme Court, and he chose Justice Kavanaugh, which was quite a contentious hearing, if you guys remember. He's accused of sexual harassment and worse. So hopefully, it's hard to know. This woman, Justice Barrett, is considered a conservative. She's liked by the conservatives. She's religious. She's liked by the religious conservatives. But as we've seen in the history of the court, justices change once they become Supreme Court justices. It may take a few years, but they don't necessarily rule the way they have previously. So it can be an interesting time, and she may not be the conservative that they think she is. I mean, she is now, but she may evolve. People evolve. Even Ginsburg was apparently a bit more measured in her opinions early when she was on the Supreme Court, and then she became much more liberal. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys are well. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Many cities, many towns are coming out of the virus now, or getting better. New York is doing really well, and some states are having little upticks. So be careful, please be careful. We got to get through this. We got to go. I want to go traveling again, don't you? So please be safe and take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again Monday. I do this every day at 4:30. I think actually Monday. Oops, I should take that back. Monday I'm going to do it at 4:30. So every day at 4:30, I'm here drawing for you guys something that's in the news, something that's on our minds, something's on my mind, and